20-inch BMX bikes make amazing commuters. We are coasting downhill right now. Yo, getting some real time making mistakes on my journey. Grand Central right here to my right. So now we're in a real industrial section. But I really, look at this guy. Not even looking. But the other bikes do help, especially when I go on some of the harder gears. Helps me get more power. But you also need power, stamina, and a heck of a good spin on your gear in order for it to really make a difference. So this stuff, gotta look, bro. And so far, of course, the 20-inch is doing great. It's doing great on the commute, y'all. Come on now, don't be fronting on the 20-inch. 20-inch BMX bikes make amazing commuters. I'm on one right now. Sugar Cane, Newbridge, 20-inch BMX racing bike, Pro XXL. I made this frame for racing and for trails and all that stuff. It is an aluminum frame, so all the steel is real, people. Relax, it's okay. But I do use this for everything. So when I go to the park, trail, track, also commuting, same bike, party people. Of course, it's a BMX bike, so it's single speed. So for the people who say, I ride single speed, you're also talking about a BMX bike too, because BMX bikes ride with a single speed. But you can also get gears for a BMX bike. So there is that. I've mentioned all that stuff before. Today's trip, we are gonna go take a whole new route that I haven't taken before in this direction. So that's gonna be interesting too. I also had to replace my mount for my camera because I broke it on the previous episode. Hopefully that's posted already. I like to post my episodes in order. This is all wet over here because of the snow melting. And I don't have my waterproof pants on. I should have did that today because the snow is melting. Oh yeah. So I did get a new mount, but it is moving. It's not cooperating. It's shifting anyway. Very hard to find a mount that does not move and shift. So I'm hoping that I stay relatively dry today. I really need to get some fenders when I ride in the rain or in the wet weather, wet ground, because it's definitely getting wet back there. Woo! So that's gonna be ugly. Hopefully I can avoid most of the snow. Hopefully most of it's gone on this route I'm gonna take, or else it might be problems, son. So here we are with the janky crossover for the bike lane. Gotta be careful of that. Just kind of go with the flow. Let things flow, you know. You know what I'm saying, dude? And back on the bike lane. So this is where Union Turnpike comes out at. Oh, my foot slipped the pedal. That's nice. My feet are wet. But this is where Union Turnpike comes out at. It's also where, standing on top of Jackie Robinson Parkway. And now we're past that. Queens Boulevard, baby. Bike lane. More puddles. Water in my face. Alright. I might be a mess by the time I get to work. I'm seeing that now. Hopefully it all stays dry like this. I'll be good. So I'm gonna veer off a little bit further down, take a whole new route, and cut through Brooklyn. So that's gonna be fun. I feel like I'm making good time, but I really, look at this guy. Not even looking. I feel like I'm making some decent time. I had to slow down a little bit here because really don't want to get too wet, spraying myself up with the water here. Woo! All right, so now we are making moves, party people. Sits out a little bit. All right, so we are making moves right now. Heading down the hill right here, Queens Boulevard and 112th Street. 112th Street. And I had to make a little pit stop, change the camera angle for y'all. But I won't be able to do much of that for the rest of the ride if I want to get to where I gotta go. I may do one more camera angle change. That's about it. So we're gonna roll with this point of view for a while. But I am enjoying how my legs are feeling pretty good. And the wind's blowing with me. So those two things I have going with me on this ride. So, unfortunately, when I get to this next section, it's going to kind of take me back a little bit before it puts me back on course to get to the city. Also, when I get to the city, I'm going to be way downtown. So all these things are going to cause me problems with my arrival time to my destination. But I'm hoping I can get some good time. So if I can get to the city from here in under an hour, that'd be a good thing. That'd be a real good thing. So I'll make this turn up here. I make a turn on Yellowstone Road. Not Yellow Brick, Yellowstone. Woo. So this is going to be the new part for me. Yellowstone Road. And we're going to go to, what's it, Metropolitan. These brakes work really good. And we're not sure if there's a bike lane on Yellowstone or on Metropolitan, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now about all that. We're gonna go, because that's how we do. And we got a little play right here with no cars coming except for this guy here and that guy and that guy. Come on now, come on. All right, so now we're on Yellowstone and we are going to see what it's all about. So no bike lane, no bike lane. Lots of traffic. Woo! I hope my camera's not sticking out too far, because I gotta make some tight moves. Some tight moves, son. Some tight moves, son. Let's go. So this is gonna take me back a little bit, away from the city. As you can see, we're turning to the left a little bit. I need to be going this way, but now I'm going that way. But I should be getting to Metropolitan soon enough, and hopefully Metropolitan has a bike lane. Would be nice. Woo! And so far, of course, the 20-inch is doing great. It's doing great on the commute, y'all. Come on now, don't be fronting on the 20-inch. It's a great commuter. So, for those of y'all wondering, make sure my camera looking good there. All right. For those of y'all wondering what gear ratio I'm running. I'm running a 4215, same gear I use when I race. My crank arm length is 175 millimeters, and it's doing a pretty fine job. So I had to keep my eyes peeled for Metropolitan, because this is taking me way off course right now, making me rethink my choices here, rethink my decisions here. There's a block that goes that way. I should have took that block. Dane. Should have took Dane. Dane. Hopefully Metropolitan's coming up. I know it crosses. But Dane is looking like the shortcut. The shortcut way. Now we're losing time. I'm losing time now. Come on now, stop taking me back. Woo! Planning, son. It's all about planning. This was a last-minute decision to do this too, which really isn't a good idea when you're running late already. So, there is that. So let's see, where am I at right now? What are we doing? What we're doing is we are going way off course. Where is Metropolitan? Hold on, party people. Metropolitan, where you at? It's gotta be coming up. It's gotta be that block up there. It's gotta be. Well, whatever block that is, I'm taking it. As a matter of fact, you know what block that is? That's probably Woodhaven Boulevard. Okay, so it's Woodhaven, and then Metropolitan. There's actually a bike lane that goes around that. So the bike lane is not on Metropolitan. It's on Cooper Avenue, which takes you to Cooper Projects, then Central Avenue. But what we're gonna do, the most direct route, we're gonna take Metropolitan, because that is the most direct route, according to what I saw earlier. So that's what I'm gonna do. So here we are at Woodhaven. We have to cut across, make a right on Metropolitan, is what I have to do. Alright, so soon we'll be back on a course. But this definitely takes me off course. I'm probably losing like, I'd say 5 minutes off my trip. So there's really no time to play with the camera angles and stuff. Okay, so here comes Metropolitan right now. We're gonna take that all the way. Just take me all the way to Williamsburg. Woo! Still feeling pretty good. I'm still feeling pretty good. Got some good sleep, some good rest. Yep. Metropolitan doesn't have a shoulder or a bike lane. This is you and the cars. So that's whack. But Cooper would take me way out of the way for this trip. So we're gonna have to ride with the cars, homie. No sidewalk. They could easily put a sidewalk here. A bike lane, pedestrian lane type thing. Easily put one over here. There's plenty of room for it. Whew. And I'm doing a steady climb. Very gradual, steady climb. Whew. Going past the cemetery and about to lose the lane. Woo. Woo. There we go. Getting some real time making mistakes on my journey action. This is going to take longer than I think. And there's absolutely no bike lane. But that's all good. Because before there were bike lanes, there were no bike lanes. We used to ride them all the time. So it is what it is. Whew. Oh yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. There's a bike lane on this block. 80th Street has a bike lane. I'm pretty sure I went up this block on that one ride I did where I got lost in Brooklyn. Pretty sure. We're gonna keep it moving. See where we wind up. Okay. So on this part of the block, it gets a little bit congested. Oh man. Pushing along. Trying to keep the pace going. This is a climb here. Nice little incline going. Enough to make me feel the pain. Whew. Oh yeah. Whew. Ouch. That's all I can say about that. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Whew. Okay, so I'm at the top of that hill. Looks like it starts to go down a little bit, which is very good, very welcoming. Gotta keep it moving. So Metropolitan Avenue is a truck route, so keep that in mind if you decide to take this way. We will be encountering trucks. Woo. It was really important for me to get back on my 20 and get used to riding like this, because the fact that it's single speed, the fact that I'll eventually race when the season starts up. So it's in my best interest to get my legs tuned in for this. Playing around with gears is cool, but the problem with that is I'm not really getting my legs used to the cadence with this gear ratio on a 20-inch. But the other bikes do help, especially when I go on some of the harder gears. Helps me get more power. But you also need power, stamina, and a heck of a good spin on your gear in order for it to really make a difference. And the crazy part is, even riding like this, which helps to keep myself kind of in shape for racing, but nothing compares to actually going on the actual track, doing laps, doing gate starts and all that good stuff. So once all the snow melts and everything dries out, We'll get back to that too. Also have to get back to working on the pump track, the trails in Queens, so we can get that going. Whew. It's gonna take a while to get that right, but hopefully we're gonna find out what that green turf, how it protected everything once I get back over there. Well, the good thing right now is the rest of this, from what I can see, goes downhill. I can see the city in the distance, which is another good thing. And the lane is pretty wide, which is a good thing too. Whew. Lots of good things. I'm able to get my spin on. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to be a sweaty mess when I get to work today. That's not cool. But it's so tempting to just go all out. Whew. But yeah, we're definitely making moves now. What I do like about this way so far is I haven't hit any really big hills to slow me down, like I do on Queens Boulevard. Queens Boulevard, I would have hit a obnoxious hill, obnoxious enough to slow me down. Well, this way I had 1 or 2 inclines, but nothing too crazy. So we should be in Maspeth at this point. It's feeling Maspethy. Maspeth, Queens, which people sometimes mistake for Brooklyn. But Maspeth is in Queens. Whew. Yeah, so I've been riding downhill this whole time so far, which is good. Whew. 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 And we're just flowing. Okay, so this part right here, a little bit of an incline. A little bit. Not much. And just so you guys know, time check wise, it's like 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. So this is what the traffic conditions are around this time on a Thursday on this block. Still gotta be on your P's and Q's to make sure you don't get got. A little truck action going on right here. Whoa. Did not see that coming. Oh boy. Then the camera moved. Woo, woo, woo. Oh. Alright, well, I lost a lot of time changing the camera, but it got a little loose there and didn't want to hit nobody's cars. It definitely moved position. It didn't give me enough space. Anyways, we are coasting downhill right now. We are flying downhill right now. That light's gonna change and I hope I have enough time to get through it. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, there we go. Wind's blowing a little bit, partially due to the fact that I'm going so fast. Feeling that wind blow. Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, so Metropolitan. We'll take Metropolitan all the way. Even though I could take Flushing. But we're going to take Metropolitan all the way because that's what it said. According to the map, that looked like the most direct route was taking the Metropolitan. So that's what we're going to do because we don't got no time to waste. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Whew. Making moves, y'all. Making moves, y'all. Actually, I could be wrong about that information. Might be wrong about that Flushing information. Whew. Whew. Okay. So now we're in a real industrial section. My new mount, I'm actually using two mounts right now to try and support each other, and they're kind of failing at that. I'd like to have a mount where my camera doesn't move once I lock it in. Don't move. So if I hit a jump or something, I'll be all right. Currently, that is not the case. All right, so a bootleg bike lane has appeared. One of those share the road with the car bike lanes. Basically just put some white paint on the ground with a bike symbol and some arrows and try and call it a bike lane. But that's where we're at right now. We're almost in the planet of Brooklyn. Almost. Not quite yet. One thing I do know is that I'm not going to make it on time. Whew. All right. Oh yeah. There we go. What I do like about this way is, especially coming from Queens, a lot of it's downhill. Also, I don't have to stop a lot. Not a lot of mandatory stopping. The lights pretty much flow when you go in this block. And when you do hit a light, you don't have to sit around for long. All right, so we are entering the planet of Brooklyn right now as we go over this bridge. Here we are. Welcome to Brooklyn. We're gonna stay on Metropolitan. Gonna keep that going. About to hit some two-way traffic. About to be mad tight. And it is what it is. But we are gonna stay on this road. Now it's gonna be a little tight. And I got a little bit of a climb. A little bit of a climb. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. I remember coming over here back in the day when they were filming New Jersey Drive. Spike Lee film. Well, Spike Lee produced it. But it's called Jersey Drive. But they shot it all in Brooklyn, all around here, over there in Cooper Projects. So we were there every day, filming. Oh, good times, good times, good times. Then, not too far from here, I think to the left, Nicole Kidman movie, I think it was called Executive Decision. I think that's what it was called, Executive Decision. And there was a scene where Nicole Kidman was on the bus with the terrorists, and we're all on the bus while they had a little negotiation thingy thing, and then after that the bus explodes. Anyways, that was filmed over here too. The bus scene was filmed over here. The explosion scene was actually shot in Yonkers by the the bus terminal over there by the water. It's all like, you know, apartments and stuff now, but before over there it was very industrial. But they made that part of Yonkers into, you know, apartments you can't afford now. Everything expensive. So it's a little fun fact. Whew. And we're getting closer to our destination. But we still have to get, after we get in the city, I gotta get uptown. I'll do a time check before I go over the bridge. Woo! Oh boy. One thing I do know is I actually like this route. I like this route. It's one of those routes where if I'm coming from Queens and I don't feel like doing a lot of climbing, trying to get to the city, take this way. The only real major climb I have to do is the Williamsburg Bridge. That's the only big climb I have to do. Everything else was nice and laid back. Easy peasy. Whew. Been keeping a good pace in the place on my BMX commuter. Which is also a BMX racing bike, which is also a BMX trail bike, and it can also be a park bike too, a bike for the park, as long as you don't do anything too crazy. Don't get too crazy with it now. Oh yeah. Woo! So, parts-wise, I would say this: if you decide to travel with a 20-inch BMX bike, I said it before in another video, highly recommend you pick a BMX racing bike, aluminum BMX racing bike, or even a chromoly BMX racing bike. They're lighter than the street bikes that most people know about. They're also come in better sizes, a variety of more sizes for taller riders. So you get a lot of leg room on your bike. Longer wheelbase means a smoother ride. So BMX race bikes inherently have longer top tubes, longer wheelbases. So all the taller ride, if you're 5'11" and better, then you want something like a BMX race bike because there's more sizes that are more fitting for you as far as you being a taller rider. And then again, you know, it's a multi-use bike, so if you what a jerk, if you decide to take up BMX trail riding or BMX racing, it's really just a matter of changing your seat post. So there's always that. So we're not too far from the bridge, and there is no bike lane. I'm pretty sure there's one when I make a left that goes to the bridge. I hope. But part wise, I would go racing parts. So, you know, some two-piece racing cranks, if you don't have to budget for some real expensive ones, you know, you can always do the Alibaba thing, but you'll have to know what to get though. But as far as like some three-piece or two-piece cranks that are good for BMX, you can also get mountain bike cranks for all that. You know, you can get Redline flights, you can get anything from BRG. You know, the Insight cranks are pretty good and they're pretty cheap. If you want to go expensive, some high-end stuff, you got the Shimano DXRs, you got the Supercross cranks. There's lots of cranks to choose from, depending on your budget and what you're trying to do. Thanks, man. Handlebars, you know, any BMX racing handlebars, you're just commuting, so those handlebars will do more than enough for you, because all the parts are built for racing, so they're built for some real abuse. And if you're just traveling back and forth commuting, then you don't have to worry about breaking nothing. Not really. A good set of wheels always helps. Some good racing wheels, so you can get some light wheels on your bike. Anything racing part-wise, make your bike lighter, stiffer, stronger. It'll help you helps your bike be more responsive when you need it, and all that good stuff. Woo! Oh yeah, we're by the bridge. Oh. So yeah, definitely try out a BMX race bike for a commuter. You just really need a seat extension. If you're gonna do some long traveling, buy the seat extension, which will raise your normal seat post up by a lot more. Of course, you know, modern day BMX bikes have a lower profile top tube, so it doesn't come like straight out or high like back in the day. So you have it low profile for when you do racing and tricks and stuff. The bike is out of your way, and it's just better when you jump and things like that. So when that happened, a regular seat post that can bring your seat post almost up to this high isn't effective anymore, because your seat tube is actually way lower. So the seat extension extends that seat tube, where you put the seat tube in, and then you put your regular seat post inside the seat tube. Another good thing about having a seat extension is that the way it's built, it's made to protect your frame from breaking. You know how sometimes you put too much pressure on your high seat post, it'll wind up cracking the frame right there by the seat tube and the seat stay. It's 12:16 right now, so I gotta make it happen. 12:16. I left at it was like 11. It's like 11:30 when I left. Wow, it's not too bad. It's like 45 minutes to get here. That's not bad. It would take me 45 minutes to get to it would take me 45 minutes to get to Queensbridge on a good day from where I started. So it's pretty much about the same as far as that's concerned, but the only problem right now is I have to get uptown, because right now where I'm entering way downtown, about 60 blocks south of where I want to be. Whew. So this is going to be my hardest climb for today. I'm going to try and take it easy, because I've been racing the whole way here pretty much. Whew. So this is going to be painful. Actually is painful already. I gotta try and chill out. Oh. It's a pretty gradual climb. Sitting down for me right now, what my legs are feeling, not gonna work. Another fun fact, that building right there is where the first Brooklyn pump track was built. Before that building was built, it was all dirt. And across the street from that is where the second Brooklyn pump track was built. That was the Bella Solution one. Whew. But they're not there anymore. So the goal is to get more pump tracks built in the city. Whew. Oh, so it's an ice rink now. It's an ice skating rink right now in the space where the old pump track was. It's pretty cool. Pretty big ice skating rink too. Oh man. This is pretty brutal, but it's not really steep. I just worked my legs out before getting here. So even this climb isn't as bad as Queensbridge. And this is the shorter side. So coming from Brooklyn to Manhattan on the Williamsburg Bridge is a shorter climb. And coming from Queens to Manhattan on Queensbridge. Also, another cool thing that I want to try out, hopefully this summer it'll be ready, is they're adding a whole bunch of new bike lanes along the water here, coming from Battery Park. It should take you all the way up to at least 66th Street, but ultimately it's going to take you all the way up to Dyckman Street. And they're making good progress, but it's not open yet. And this is another project here where if enough people, BMXers, skaters, rollerbladers, were on top of things and got involved on the development of all of that, because they were doing all of this park right here. If people let their voices be heard, or even knew about pump tracks, you know, that could be one of the things they would be building there right now. But unfortunately, nobody was around for that development time, which really would have been a benefit to the city. We need more spaces for cyclists to ride, not just, you know, bike paths and stuff like that. We need, you know, courses and obstacles and things like that to go over. Right now they're having an issue with the speed limit in Central Park being 15 miles an hour for bicyclists, because it's the only place for people who are based in the city that race road bikes and things like that. It's the only place they can get to practice and train. So now that they changed the speed limit to 15, those guys can't do that anymore. So it's creating a problem, because early in the morning there's nobody in the park like that, and that's the time they go in there and they do their racing and training. So they're actually going to court right now to try and make them lift that for the cyclists. And that's all because of mopeds and e-bikes going too fast, and they just did a blanket speed limit in Central Park now. So we had to really, in New York City, make some more infrastructure for cycling, BMX, things like that. Those are things that people like to do, so they need to make accommodations for that. You know, you don't need any more baseball parks. There's baseball fields everywhere. A lot of empty baseball fields too. So, you know, we can add a pump track or two to these places. So we'll see about that. So I'm in the city now, on the Delancey Street. Woo. And I gotta work my way uptown. I don't have a lot of time to play with. Not a lot of time to play with at all. And puddle. I don't have a lot of time to play with at all. I gotta get uptown, or midtown, park my bike, and go to my destination. I'm pretty sure right now it is like 12:30. Wait, what time did I say it was? Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did I say it was 11:15? No, it couldn't be. That can't be right. Yeah, it's 12:24. I'm running late. If I can get to my destination before 1 o'clock, that'd be nice. Because I gotta be. Well, let's put it this way. If I can get some parking spot for my bike by 1 o'clock, that'd be nice. Because where I gotta be at my destination at 1 o'clock. Whew. All right. So we're heading uptown now. Taking First Avenue. First Avenue, I'd say, one of the quickest ways to get uptown by bicycle. Mostly because it's kind of flat and the lights kind of flow with you on this block. Some of the other blocks, the lights don't flow as good. Let's see how far I get. I haven't got to any block with a number yet. Once I pass Canal Street, then I'll be hitting the numbers because I have to get to 58th Street. 58th Street. That's where I gotta go. So here we are. That's a Canal Street. Houston Street. I'm well past Canal Street. So what happens when I get tired, y'all? I get dumb. Alright, so right here is East Houston Street, and just above that is First Street. Caught this light right here, and after this we should sail a little smooth. Try and get my pace up. It's gonna take me like 20 minutes to get up there, which will only leave me like maybe 15 minutes to do what I gotta do. So it's definitely gonna be a race. It's gonna be a race. All right, let's go. Let's go. Woo. Woo. Oh, bumpy over here. Daggone is bumpy. You gotta be paid the bike lane. Daggone. Gotta stand up. So bumpy over here. Whew. All right. Ooh, nasty puddle. Okay. Alrighty then. I might just go out in the street. It's so bumpy over there. Need a full suspension for this over here. Daggone. Oh. Okay, so now we're on East 6th Street. Yay. We got a lot more to go. And the wind is actually blowing against me a little bit. I'm definitely feeling that. I'm feeling the wind. Definitely feeling that wind. Whew. But today so far it's been a really good ride. I really like this route. Oh boy. Yo, yo. Woo. Okay. I'm heading into the teens now. 13th Street. That's a good look. 14th Street. Caught the light here. There, your kickstand's down.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha. Woo! All right. Sweating. I'm gonna cut through, because that's what we do. I still gotta get some build up my raw power, the raw power in my legs. I feel like when I start from scratch, from a standstill, when I crank out, I still feel like it's pretty slow when I come out. So I gotta build up that raw power in my legs. All right. Making moves. Not making them fast enough though. But we're making them. I'm on 20th Street now. Whew. Let's keep it going. Oh, it's really wet over here. Boo. All right. Whew. Yeah, they really neglected the bike lane. Definitely not a smooth ride on this particular bike lane on First Ave. I think it is one of the oldest bike lanes though that they made in New York. One of the oldest ones, I think. It's been around for a while. Oh yeah. I gotta practice my sprints. Yo! Whew. Okay, so now we're starting a little bit of a climb. A little bit of a little climb. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Somebody mad over there. I don't know if you heard that on mic. Somebody getting cursed out. Whew. So today's one of them days where I'm pressed for time, so wherever I can get in, I'm gonna fit in. Might be a little aggressive, but gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta make it do what it do. All right, going downhill. A little bit of a break on my legs. A little wet. 33rd Street. Making moves. Green light. Woo. Okay. Construction. Whew. You know I'm tired when I get quiet. Yeah. Now, what I should do eventually is move over, because I'm gonna have to climb eventually. So if I go over a block, I'll be good. Now that whole thing about you see me coming, yeah, you have the right of way. You're gonna walk across the street and not even look. Like, I don't care if I get hit. That's silly. So silly. Very silly. That's how people get hit. They be doing that to cars too. Oh well, I have the right of way. Let me just cross in front of this moving object. Okay, so this is the UN right here. I think I'm gonna make this left on 42nd. I think I might, because it gets a little hilly over here where it goes up and down. So I think I'm gonna go this way, which should keep me up high for the most part. And I won't have to really worry too much about going downhill. I may take this all the way to 6th Avenue. That way I can avoid the hills on 1st Avenue over here. Oh yeah, hill avoidance. That's what we doing. Whew. Whew. So we have a little downhill right here, and then it goes back up a little bit, not too crazy, not as much as it would if I went that way. Once I go up this guy, the life's gonna change. But once I go up this guy, then that's it. All right, we're gonna cut through. Whew. Made it. We made it. Yeah. Okay. I don't have any time to look at the time. No time to look at the time. Just gotta keep it moving. So right now we're about to pass Grand Central. Yo, yo, yo! Grand Central right here to my right. Whew. Getting it going. Taking it to 6th Avenue. All right. So that wasn't bad. That was okay. So now, a little bit of congestion over here. Oh yeah. Getting it going. Okay. Woo. On my left side coming up, New York Public Library, 5th Avenue and 42nd right here. And that's the library over there to my left. Oh yeah. Straight ahead is Times Square, but we're not going to go to Times Square because Broadway goes south. I'm trying to go north. So there'll be no Times Square action today. Got Bryant Park over here on my left. Get a good game of ping pong up in there right now. They got the ping pong tables out. Let's navigate through this. Let's see. Boom, boom, and boom. Now we're on 6th Avenue, and we're gonna try and navigate our way across the street to the bike lane. And here we go. And here we go. Alright. My man ain't looking at all. Just on the phone. Hey, you gotta look a little bit. You don't know what's gonna happen. Nice. The guy in the Jeep looked. He looked out for bicyclists. That's pretty awesome. Shout out to my man in the Jeep. So this stuff, yo, gotta look, bro. Can't just be popping in the bike lanes like that. Woo. All right. I mean, you can pop in the bike lanes, you just gotta look. He wasn't looking at all. Taking it for granted there. Not good. All right. Woo. Mandatory stop. What time we got? 12:41. And we are on 48th Street. 19 minutes to get to my destination. My final destination. But we definitely got here at a really decent time. Not mad. Not mad at the time I got to get up here. It was 11:30 when I left, for the most part. So it's kind of like I figured. I figured it'd be an hour and a half ride. Whew. And now the wind wants to blow against me. Oh boy. Thanks, wind. Whew. All right. Whew. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we're gonna cut. Violating, violating. Oh yeah. Violating.
I told them. I said.
Can't play around today, y'all. I'm violating some rules. To get to where I gotta go faster. Woo! Oh yeah. A little bit of city action. More than normal. Different than taking 60th Street every time. Changed it up. I'm happy about that. Hope you guys enjoyed this ride and was digging the route. As a matter of fact, let me know what you think about this route in the comments. Let me know what you think about this route. I like it. I think it's fun. Way better for me. On those days where I feel lazy, I just gotta make sure that I give myself enough time to do the trip without being late. Because I'm just barely gonna make it. Alright, well, I have proven once again that the BMX bike is great for commuting. I feel great, don't have no problems, I don't feel funky, had a good time, it wasn't a problem, all the stuff people like to say about 20-inch bikes. But I will have to admit that you have to get the right 20-inch bike. The right 20-inch BMX bike. You have to get the right one, or else it will be a whack experience. That's true with any bike. If you get the wrong bike for your trip, it can be very whack. Alright? So, we're going to do more stuff like this, talk more about BMX commuting on this channel, so stay tuned for that. It's Crazy Al Kane, sugarcane.com, CACTV, Al Kane YouTube channel. And I'm out. Back to you, Billy. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't make that face!